Oh yeah, PvP Drop 2 is here. This is Taugrim, and I'm so excited with the patch that PvP gear is best in slot for PvP. Imagine that. And I've picked up the 1500 imbuement gloves from the Daggerstone Pass Battleground, which is new. I'm definitely trying to stack some PvP power. My guildie Unindale did some numbers crunching and I did some testing for about a half an hour, and it looks like for DPS Esper that PvP power is superior to AP and Moxie. My limited action set is the same. I did move 7 amp points around to emphasize PvP power. And what's really nice with the patch is Espers can play either ranged nuking builds with Telekinetic Strike, or they can continue to play melee as I have been using Psychic Frenzy. Psychic Frenzy and Telekinetic Strike were buffed so that they build combo points at tier 8 faster, which is a nice change, and Psychic Frenzy also has a 0.5 second faster cast time, which really helps in terms of sustained DPS and providing a little bit more burst. Now in this sequence you're looking at, we're facing off against 4 enemy players. We just burned one of them down, and the 3 of us are trying to plant a flag. I'm in here with a 1500 Stalker that I queued with named Ecstasy, and you'll notice with these nuking Espers, they definitely do hurt, so what I'm trying to do is pressure this one here and tunnel him and keep him moving around to try to stay out of his telegraphs. And really we're not necessarily trying to kill their players, we're just trying to prevent them from stopping our bomb from exploding in their base. And I tried to save Ecstasy there a little bit by knocking them back. It wasn't in time. They burned him down. I'm taking a lot of damage. I make sure to hit that player so he knows he's not going to be able to cap the bomb. And then, since my HP is low, I use Projected Spirit to create some separation. And the bomb goes off there. It takes out the friendly engineer as well as one of the Espers. And I'm at very low HP. I pop my innate for the bubble, build back up to 5 combo points, get a 5-point Telekinetic Storm ticking on that Esper, and that has a really strong finishing kick, so I managed to burn him down. And look at this, I'm at like 200 HP on the verge of death, and I'm kiting around like a madman using my HOTS, getting HP back with the Lifesteal, and when my 2 direct cast healing abilities come off cooldown, that's the PvP gadget protection as well as Projected Spirit, I use those to recover my HP, partly because you never know when an enemy Stalker is going to pounce on you and open up with a really heavy burst. And I'm really actually glad to see Stalkers have strong burst, because they simply weren't sufficiently threatening for being a class in medium armor. Now, Lifesteal is really important for Esper because we are the only light armor class for melee. And if you look at how it works, you can see I did 1301 damage in the combat log from Psychic Frenzy, so 25% of that, or 325, shows up as a green healing tick, and then I get 6% Lifesteal from the actual hit point damage done. So that's 6% of 651 of Psychic Frenzy and 204 from No Remorse. So the Lifesteal amps provide an additional 51 of Lifesteal for a combined 376, and that's what you see here in the last line of the combat log. Now, it gets a lot easier to understand this if we're talking about a target without shields. Here my Psychic Frenzy hits for 1531 damage. None of it was shielded, so you see a green tick for 25% of that, or 382, and then 6% of the full damage amount for an additional 91, rounded down, so that gives you a total of 473. You may be wondering, hey, how is this impacted by healing debuffs? And the answer is, it's not. Lifesteal is a pure damage-based mechanic, so whether or not your healing debuff doesn't matter. Obviously healing debuffs affect your direct cast heals, whether it's Projected Spirit, or using the PvP heal gadget, or getting heal over time ticks from Bolster. But this makes the Lifesteal a nice sustain for a light armor class, which I think is really important for Esper. The last thing that I wanted to talk about today is the fantastic news posted by MuffinMan last night, and it's that Carbine is going to be reducing the gear gaps between the blue 1500 purple and 1800 purple PvP gear, such that the blue gear is going to be brought up to what the 1500 gear is now. The 1800 gear is going to stay the same, and the current 1500 purple gear is going to be brought somewhere in between there. I think this is a fantastic change. It'll make PvP the environment where gear differentials are less emphasized and skill is more emphasized. In addition, they're also looking at making the tier 2 gear obtainable in rated battlegrounds, and if you've been reading my blog, these two things are pretty much almost identical to what I had proposed on Reddit and in my blog as things that would really vastly improve the PvP experience. They are also looking at boosting PvP healing, which is a source of pain right now. Take care.